Hello friends, and welcome back to my crafty space. My name is Crystal, and in today's video, I'm going to be working on my third layout using the Ampersand Story Kit from Ali Edwards for Story Kit Crush. Story Kit Crush is a monthly challenge where I pull out one story kit and use the course of the month to try and use up the entire kit and or tell as many stories as feels good for that month. Today, we are working on a 12 by 12 layout that's going to be fairly simple. This one, I mostly wanted to focus on the photos and the words. So my inspiration piece was this quote card, which says, "The and space is the place where we hold the beauty and the mess, the gratitude and the grief, and we choose to feel them both. We choose to keep going." So that inspired my whole layout for today, which is just a reflection on all of the feelings that I am currently feeling as it pertains to going through the process of selling our home and buying a new home, which has now progressed into its third month. It's a whole thing. But I talk about that a bit in my journaling here. So I've also got this take a breath and write the story, which I'm planning to turn into an embellishment. And then I'm going to use these ampersands as my very typical, what do you call that when it's like your thing? Oh, your signature. My signature bullet point type of journaling. So these are going to be my bullet points, which I just love to do that with embellishments and all the things. So I'm now, can't stop, won't stop. All right, friends. So I'm going to go ahead and get you on fast forward while I put together this layout. Once I have it done, we'll slow back down. I'll read you my journaling and then we'll close out for today. So let's go ahead and dive in. Jumping into this one, the first thing I'm going to do is take the 3x4 card with the ampersand where it says taking a deep breath and moving forward. And I'm going to, actually no, does it say that? Take a deep breath and write it down. That's what it says. And I'm going to punch that into a 3-inch circle using my 3-inch circle punch from Fiskars. Then I can add some adhesive to the back of that with my roller adhesive. And I'm going to stick it on top of my coffee cup because my coffee cup isn't really any part of this story, and I like having the circle in that place. I felt like it would have been too much on the photo for me to put the circle somewhere else, and the coffee cup and my shoes and the tree and all that stuff. So it just made the most sense to me that it went right on top of my actual coffee cup, and I like the way that that looks. Next, I added some double-sided adhesive onto the back of the photo, just around the perimeter of that 6x12 photo. And I'm going to stick this down on the left side of the page, just like so. Then I'm going to do the same thing to this journaling card. I could have used roller adhesive on this one or really on the photo as well, but I like the stronger hold and I like having a little bit more control over exactly where that adhesive is going. Plus for the 6x4 card, I already had it out, so I figured why not just use it there too. So that's going to go at the top of the page next to my photo. And then the last thing I have to do here is just to pull out the chipboard ampersands and stick those down the side next to each of those blocks of journaling. I really like the variety of all these different ampersand shapes and all of the different colors. I think it gives this spread a little bit of a fun twist because, everything is so clean in terms of the lines and the structure of the spread itself. So having something that is a little bit more eclectic by having the different shapes and the different colors puts a little bit of a spin on the structure and clean lines, if that makes sense. So I think that that was a really fun way to play with the product in this particular story. This last one is totally my favorite one. I really, really love how dainty that ampersand is. Once I have them all on the page, I'm going to adjust where they are at in the row, so condensing where they are, and then I'm going to decide that I want to move some of them so that they're a little bit more centered than they were before. Once I get everything in place where I like it, I'm going to go ahead and press it down for a really good seal on the adhesive backing. And then I need to add my date stamp. So I'm just going to add the date for when I wrote this story. And then we will call this one done. Super love the way this turned out. All right, friends, there we are. So that one was really super quick and easy, which I love. This is one of my favorite layouts to actually create in a 12 by 12 canvas, is to have it be half photo and half journaling. I think that it's a really awesome opportunity to add a lot of words about whatever memory it is, or person, or thing, or place it is that you're documenting. It gives a lot of freedom to just, put those words down on a page, and then to be able to pair that with a nice photo enlargement on the opposite side. So definitely one of my favorite types of layouts. I hope that you enjoyed seeing this one come together, and if you did, I would love a thumbs up on this video down below. If you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you can see all of my future crafty videos. All that I have left to do today is to read the journaling for you. So if you are checking out now, then I will catch you next week for my last layout using the Ampersand story kit. And by the way, if you haven't already checked it out over on Patreon, I am putting together the remaining 10 stories that I planned in my Ampersand story planning video, which I will make sure to link for you if you haven't already checked out the planning video. Okay, so let's get into this journaling. So this one's a little bit longer, so I guess just bear with me. All right. Oh, and I should also say that when I was creating the journaling for this layout, what I did is I identified some feelings that I had in regards to, this selling and buying of homes, and the polar opposite feelings. So I've got, excited, and then I've got scared, and then I've got grateful, and I've got grief, and I have frustrated, and I have hopeful. So, just these polar opposite feelings that we are able to feel at the same time. So that's how this is going to be spread up, is excited, scared, grateful, grief, frustrated, hopeful. All right, here we go. Every day we are getting closer and closer to moving into our new dream home. I feel so excited for all the changes to come: the bigger space, the designated offices, the proximity to the kids' school, the change of scenery, the larger backyard and forest views, the ability to make the basement what we want, the future guest room that will allow us to host guests in a whole new way, the more open concept, the new neighborhood, and possibility of new friends, for so much. At the same time, I feel scared for all the changes ahead and what that will mean for our family and our routines. I feel scared that we've gotten our hopes up for what selling and buying will bring us, only to have it all fall apart at the last second. I'm scared to be too committed, since everything seems to delay time and time again. I'm scared that the kids won't acclimate well. I'm scared we will somehow have made the wrong decision and will wish we didn't move. I'm grateful that we were able to live in this house as our first ever home. I'm grateful that we had adequate space to raise our 2 young children and both work from home in the process. I'm grateful we shared a property line with the Prues, who became some of our best friends. I'm grateful for the proximity to our downtown and for all the afternoon walks to the park or out to eat. I'm so thankful for this house, and I'm incredibly grateful that we were able to find a new home that will suit our next phase of life so well. I also feel grief for giving up this home. This was the home where Isabella went from a small toddler to a confident kid. This is the house that we dreamed of life as a family of 4, and the one we brought a baby Jonah home to. This is the home in which we learned how to be together all the time. This is the home where we brought Pumpkin into the family. This is the home where we grew and thrived and struggled and found so much joy. I'm going to miss this home. I'm feeling very frustrated with our selling process. Our selling progress. I thought that we would be done with this whole process by now, and the constant setbacks are really grinding my gears. Now, we are not only dealing with the frustrations of delay after delay, we are now facing the possibility of losing our new house altogether. There is nothing we can do at this point to push things forward, and it's so hard to be dependent on other people. I feel exhausted and nervous to truly get excited for what comes next, just in case it doesn't pan out. I feel hopeful that things will end up working out. There are a lot of factors that make me believe it will all be okay. I feel hopeful that we will still get the house. I feel hopeful that the new space this next home offers us will make our living situation much easier. I'm hopeful that Isabella will love her new school and that the school will have standards in place to make it a safe learning environment. I have hope that the answers will come any day now, and we will at least know what is going to happen next, for better or worse. I will say that I wrote the journaling for this early last week. So a week ago from when I'm actually filming this video. And at the time, we weren't sure if we were still going to be able to get our home. It's still kind of up in the air, but at least at this point, our sellers have agreed to delay our closing time so that our buyers can close on their home first. So the good news is a lot of those things about being scared about losing the home, we're definitely feeling more on the hopeful and less on the frustrated and scared train at this point in time. So, holding out hope really did benefit us this time around. All right, friends, so that is my journaling. That is my story, the story of feeling in the and space between extreme emotions. I hope that you enjoyed hearing that journaling and maybe it inspires you to think about something in life where you are in the and space and how can you take a moment out of your day to sit down and write out those feelings and just accept being in between. All right, well, I am going to be back again, as I said, next week with my last Story Kit Crush project using the Ampersand kit. I have other videos that will be coming out in the meantime, so hopefully I'll see you back here for those then. Until then, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, enjoy your weekend, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye, friends.